Today on the channel, we're going to learn how to play Take Me Back, Deja Vu by Van Halen. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to play the song Take Me Back, Deja Vu by Van Halen. This is one of my favorite songs off the album Balance. One of my favorite Van Halen songs actually, and I've had a lot of requests to teach this song, so I'm going to give you a quick rundown on how to play this song. Going to try to cover all the parts. I'm not going to do the slide solo, but everything else I'm going to cover for you today, okay? So without further ado, let's begin. The song is in D major. Eddie plays the song on acoustic guitar in the very beginning, obviously. Then he switches over to electric when the song kind of kicks in and gets a little bit more rock feeling, okay? So we're going to show this on the Ernie Ball Music Man. I'm going to be rolled back a little bit to give you a clean sound. Then I'm going to turn up the gain on the volume, bring the volume up, and do some of the overdriven parts and show you that as well with this guitar. So we're going to kind of do a mixture of acoustic and electric guitar parts all on this guitar for this lesson. So anyway, the song starts off, it's in D major. We're going to be playing this little riff right here. It goes. So let's start with that one to begin with, okay? So Eddie is playing a pedal tone D string like this. He's going to be playing that over a D major chord here, an A major, a C major, and a G major. Eddie loved pedal tones, right? We all know that, or we should. And he's playing the upper parts of these major chords. So if you took a D like this, an A, C, and a G, but you just took the high three strings on each of those chords. So I'm playing with my ring finger and my pinky on the B and the G string on the 7th fret, and my pointer fingers on the 5th fret on the high E, so it goes. All right, and I'm going to be doing the A shape like this, so ring finger on the 6th, and we're going to bar the 5th on the B and the E. Same thing, but 2 frets lower for the C and the B and the G. Okay? Now the rhythm part on the right hand is what makes this part sound the way that it does. And what I'm doing is I'm going. So I'm doing down, up, down, like that. I'm doing this A. I'm kind of doing a rake and hitting that A chord twice. That C goes, and then he goes, he kind of rides on that D. Same thing. Okay, hope that makes sense. Now moving on to the next riff, he's got this little lick, and then he plays a D chord, and then he does another similar lick and plays an A sus4 to an A major. Okay, so that first lick into the D chord goes like that. So we're going open E, 2nd fret on the E, and the G, the 3rd fret, like that. I'm going to play open A, B, then A again. I'm going to pull off that B to the open A, and then D, open D, slowly, and then I'm going to hit that D one more time, and then fret on the 2nd fret, and bend it up a little bit, vibrato, pull off D, and you can hit the first part of a D chord on this if you want. So the next riff goes. It's almost like he barely plays that sus4. The second time he does that A sus4, he goes. He kind of waits a while before he resolves it. So the riffs again from the beginning are. This riff again. Then. Now this A that I'm playing, I'm not playing it like this. A lot of people play their A's like this, but I want this high E string to ring out. So I got to take my middle finger, my ring finger, and my pinky and play it traditional style, old school like this. If you learn traditional bar chords, you're going to learn bar chords are like this, and then bar chords are also like this. And you can play sustain chords, sus4s, like that. And sus2s, because you can get this high E string to ring out. So it's kind of like Can't Stop Loving You. You got to play that chord the same way with these three fingers. So what I did there was I strummed down on this A sus4 chord, and then an upstroke, high E, then the B string, and then strum down and resolve. Like that, okay? So once again, that riff is. That's the quick one, then. Okay, then Sammy starts singing the lyrics. Now the verse part goes D, G, A to D. I'm going to play the A with one finger like this. All right, so when I'm not doing this intro, these A chords are played with one finger. So I thought I saw you from a distance. Okay, so that's the very first four chords, G, G, A, D. And then Eddie does this lick. It sounds like this. Okay, so what I'm doing there, I'm on the D and the G, the D and the B string like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the D string on the 5th fret, and I'm going to slide that up to the, I'm going to pluck it, then I'm going to slide up to the 7th, and then up pick the B string on the 7th, like that, and then slide that string back down to the 5th, and then pluck this very first note that we started on. And then I'm going to up pick the open E and the B string fretted on the 5th fret. So slide down to the D on the B string on the 3rd fret, and then play the open D. So and then the next part goes. So Eddie does this, kind of like the You Really Got Me. But he's gonna go. Then. And then. And that's when he goes into the chorus. Now I'm skipping ahead. There's 2 verses, all right? So there's, I skipped over the there's the intro riff that comes after the first verse and before it goes to the chorus, but I just skipped over that because we learned it already. But if you want to learn it like the record, I suppose what I should do is show you. Then you go. Okay, and then the drums start. And then the chorus goes G, the pre-chorus, D with an F sharp bass, E minor, A. So he's building up for the chorus. So after the something you can't explain. So G, D, F sharp bass, E minor, A, and then he turns up his volume. So there's like a little turnaround lick. So that little turnaround, I go. I'm pulling off a B on the A string. It's on the 2nd fret. I'm pulling off to an A, and then playing this G, and then D, A. So at the very end of the chorus, he goes. So it's G, D with an F sharp, A. Okay. Now there's a bridge part where he goes Deja vu. And that little bridge part, he's going to do an F sharp minor. That's when he says Deja vu. And then the background vocals say something like one soul, one mind, or something like that. F sharp minor to a B minor. And Eddie kind of makes it a sus2. He goes. He picks up that middle finger off that minor 3rd. So it goes. Dun, 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 dun. Then F sharp minor to a D, E. That's an E major. Then F sharp minor to a G, to a D, A. Then it goes back into a verse. That. Okay, so after that 2nd chorus, which I was playing right there, he does that little, we're holding our fingers on the fretboard, by the way. That's so cool. That's quintessential Eddie Van Halen right there. So after that chorus before the guitar solo, when he does all that weird trippy slide stuff, he's going to be playing a C over the solo. Then he goes to a G. Then the chords go to a C, to a D. All right, and then it goes to an F, to a C, to a D, to an A, and they build up, and then back to. So once again, that guitar solo, the chord progression is C, G, C, D, F, C, D, A. The very ending. Take me back. So he goes G, D, F sharp bass, E minor, A major, to a D, and it ends with the same thing. Alright, so there you go. That's Take Me Back, Deja Vu by Van Halen. I hope that this lesson was helpful. Hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot. And comment below. Until next time, have a great day. Peace out.